Hey everybody, this is Bob Kovacs, and this is a review of the BenQ PD2710QC display. This is a pretty amazing display which has a street price of around $600. This is the third display that I've gotten from BenQ to review, and the others were more expensive than this, substantially more expensive than this, but you know, I think I like this one best. So let's get started with the review. I'll start with some of the features of this display, which are pretty amazing. Now the resolution is 2,560 pixels by 1,440 pixels. So it's higher than a standard HD display, but not as high as a full 4K display. This is a 27-inch diagonal display, of course, and it comes from the factory with presets for sRGB and REC 709, one more time, REC 709 color space. So if you're working in either one of those, for instance, if you're doing a lot of graphics work or Photoshop work, that would be the sRGB. If you're doing a lot of video editing, that would be the REC 709. So this has it built into it. It also has some other presets which are good for CAD-CAM, gives you higher contrast if you're working in CAD-CAM to bring out the details. It also has an animation setting that brings out detail in the dark parts of the screen so that you can see those better, which is typically a problem that people with animation have. They can't see the detail in the darks, and this helps lift those out of the dark space. So this just has a ton of features, and it also has this incredibly capable base. Now, I'm not using the base in my setup here. I'm using it with a desktop computer, but if you have a laptop, you can bring the laptop here, and when this base is all properly configured, you can plug your laptop in with a single cable, and it will charge your laptop. It'll energize the USB ports and the video output ports and so forth that are on this base, which then get fed into the display. Also, the display has a terrific mount that gives you lots of flexibility. It also allows you to rotate it in case you want to work in vertical format. I'm not working on anything vertical, but I do like the quality of the base and the way all of that works. Very flexible. Also allows you to tip it through a great arc there so that you can set it up just the way you want it. Looking at the back of the display, on one side you have the master on-off switch and you have the power input port. On the other side you have a variety of connectors. There's an HDMI connector, a DisplayPort in connector, a mini DisplayPort connector, a DisplayPort out connector, and there's also a headphone jack, a 3.5mm headphone jack. Since I do pretty demanding work and I expect pretty exact results, I like to calibrate the display with my Spider 5 calibration device. It has the PD2710QC in its memory, so when it calibrated this device, it came up and said, "Is this the monitor you want to calibrate?" And I went through the calibration procedure and it did a nice job, and the colors and brightness and contrast is just absolutely perfect to my eye. A couple more significant features for the PD2710QC. One of them is that it supports daisy chaining up to 4 displays. So you can have 4 displays all fed the same image and spread all of the image out across a lot of monitor real estate. Now, I'm not obviously doing that here. I only need one monitor to do what I'm doing. The monitor also supports HDMI 1.4, not the newer HDMI 2.1 or 2.2. It supports DisplayPort 1.2. So make sure that those will work for whatever your device has. And no problem for me, and it looks great. So as I said, I generally use it while doing video editing, and it is terrific as a video editing display. It's got plenty of resolution so that even these smaller editing displays, this is the output side of the editing, this is the input clip that I've got selected. So I can come across and we can see that there's good resolution, good brightness, good clarity. I can come down here and look at the timeline, and the thumbnails are crisp and clear. I can see what's in the thumbnail shots. All of the text on the screen, some of it is very small text. It's all nice and clear because of this screen's inherent high resolution and clarity. With respect to using the base, it's got a lot of cool features, but you need to have a laptop that has a USB-C port on it. My laptop is about 5 years old and it does not have a USB-C port. The USB-C port allows you to plug it into your laptop and do everything through a single cable. So if you're going to be working on this computer and you have a laptop with that USB-C port, you just have to bring it over, plug it in. It gets power, it handles the video, and all of the other USB and control functions are handled through that single cable. So that's a really cool feature that the base allows you to do that I can't take advantage of because my laptop doesn't have those features. Otherwise, I really like the monitor. It is bright, crisp, clear, easy to use. It shows motion very well. I really have enjoyed using it. It's the third BenQ monitor that the company has sent me to review, and it's the least expensive, and frankly, I think I like it the best. It's flexible, I can set it any way I want to set it, and it just has been very comfortable to use and makes a terrific video editing display. And that's it for the review of the BenQ PD2710QC display. Hey everybody, I'm Bob Kovacs. Thanks for watching.